Welcome in once again, guys. Look who we have. Who's that on camera? Hey, look forward. Who's here?
I'm trying to find him.
All right, we're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already knew. No, look, none other than, the man himself, guys, Saki, right there. Look at that. He has to get to 5K very, very soon, guys. We'll leave the
reason
link
he's
in the
gloating is
description
because he said
down
that we
below.
would get on Apex, and this isn't Apex.
Oh man, we need to run some games, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think, man? Can't wait to run some games with Saki, guys. What do you guys think? Banlist reaction right here with my guy. Welcome in, man. I'm super excited, guys. You gotta go sub. Look, double upload grind today. He was talking about the banlist reaction and then cards that are making moves already. Double upload grind. We respect that, guys. Make sure you guys sub. Saki, welcome in. What do you think about the banlist? Any thoughts, man? Let's get your reaction right now.
I'll be honest with you here.
Okay.
I knew it was going to be bad. I mean, I don't know why people thought Snake Eyes was going to get hit. I talked about this in my prediction video, and no joke, that's one of my most disliked videos.
That's insane.
In Team Sakurazo history. I
No
said,
way.
no, they're not going to hit anything. It's all way too new for Fire Kings. And I said they're going to hit either a Link Karibo or Zelantis, right?
Yep.
And it's funny because they actually hit the synchros because of Snake Eye as well. Because there was the synchro variant.
Right.
Where if you play
It's just too
pure,
good.
you could get into Savage and all that.
Right.
And I'm like looking at this, and this is what I hate when they don't have. They want to hit a deck, but it's too new.
Right.
Is they'll look at the non-problem cards and hit those instead.
Yeah, you're right. You called it. You said that they were gonna, and I was mentioning that as well. That Phantom Nightmare just came out. They weren't gonna go for those cards. Promethean, Poppy. A lot of people thought those cards would get hit. We said no. Actually, I have play sets of both. To back it up as well, because I didn't think, again, like you said, like I was saying, many others. We didn't expect those hits to come through. So yeah, this ban list is crazy. Again, on his channel, he already has his own reaction a couple of hours ago. Most of you guys already know what's on the list, so it's not about telling about something new right now. It's about our reaction and what we think together going through this card. So again, effective April 15, 2024 actually. And then
Yeah,
April
literally
20
2 days.
Yeah,
Two days.
Yeah, look, this band, that's so weird. Usually they give like a week out for you to prepare and stuff, but nah, this Monday, man, you're gonna have all these cards. And let's actually go through. So we're gonna start with, again, Link Karibo, Baron.
Oh, if I could just say one quick thing.
Go ahead. Let's see.
They have the YCS. I think it's called like R something.
Rally. North
Rally,
Carolina. Yeah.
Bro, they have a YCS next weekend.
Insane.
They didn't want to hold off till Monday.
No.
That's just wild to me.
It makes sense.
Like, now those players are like scrambling for shit.
real.
And that just is awful.
Yeah, that's terrible. I agree 100% with Saki. Imagine you're preparing a month ago. You're like, you know what? I bought the flights to stay. I know the deck that I'm going to play. Come on. The ban list is probably a little bit later after the YCS. They're going to let us play this, play that. And now, like less than a week, essentially, before you're there at the YCS, now you need to scramble. Maybe you were playing Fire, but now you need other cards. Maybe some cards were hit. Maybe, like Saki said, you were playing the pure version, that brings these guys out, the synchro version, and now you have to adapt and adjust. You have to buy cards now at higher prices, most likely. So honestly, I agree with Saki. Like Konami has to find a better way, of divulging this information. At least if they're not going to give a date, give a day of the week. Come on now. Like, just be like, every ban list is going to be on a Tuesday. And then we're like, okay, if this Tuesday's over, then we need to wait for the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, please.
Like at the bare minimum, man. Come on, man.
Like, I was telling Fresh, now, I thought it was going to be me personally, but I knew that one of us was not going to be on top of this because they were going to drop it when either I was at work, he was at work, or both at work, or something, right?
Yeah, something. It's Saturday, man. It's the weekend. I'm out with the family, whatever, the whole day, and then I need to come back and react to this late. You know what I mean? Like, they don't give us a day. They don't give us a time of the day. They don't give us anything. They're like, here you go. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Here we have it. We're going to start off with the forbidden cards. Link Karibo, Baron de Fleur, Boarload, Savage Dragon, Summon Limit as well. And then we're going to come back to this picture after we discuss these 4 cards. But before that, Cash Tier of Fenrir. A lot of speculation before the ban list actually came out. Again, what we said is that we had an all-time high of 27s. We came all the way back down to the previous pivot high here on the chart. And we said, honestly, I thought Fenrir would at least get a slap in the wrist, maybe at least a 2 at least. But again, it didn't. It skipped another whole ban list. Insane. Still at playsets. People coming in right now at the time of recording, $15.50 120 listings. Honestly, I think there's going to be a $20 card soon. Yes, we do have the Massive Walls of China here at 1633s, 156 copies. That's a lot. 12 pages. So the supply is still here, but I still think that now the demand for this card is going to come back in. A lot of people still playing pure Kashtira. A lot of people need this as a mini engine as well, and it's still at 3. It could search itself. So I expect this card at the bare minimum, to be 20s or 25 sooner rather than later. So what do you think about Kashtira Fenrir not getting touched on the ban list once again, Saki? Let's hear it.
It's really wild. It's actually funny because on Yugi Twitter, they defend this card with like their lives were on the line. Apparently, this is healthy game design according to them. So you know what? I'm not even gonna argue. All right, let cards that special summon itself and is an interrupt and could search another copy of itself just be in the game. Hey, that's completely fine.
Not just be in the game like you
and banish face down.
It
doesn't banish. Banish is face down.
Banishing is not enough. Okay, it has to be face down. You gotta love it. But that's what I think is going to happen to this card. We'll continue to monitor it in the next couple of days to see how the market responds to this. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I always go to like the mid max, but let's see. Great call. Here, OTs. Let's see. There were 37s. Banlist came, cleaned us up, janitor style. 52 6 listings only.
Not even all
listings.
verified.
Look at that. Yeah, for real. Look, if we click right here, boom, only 4 sellers, a couple of play sets, then gone. Mr. Clean is here, just like Saki correctly stated, bought out, cleaned out. Again, the demand starts with the higher rarities, then it trickles down, to the other, the OG, the First Ed, and the Prismatic Secrets. So the demand is here. I mean, the card is not going anywhere. I think it'll definitely continue to impact the meta. The card is just too good. All right, so we have Linkuriboh. Again, 4 versions. This card was spiking up. It was 15s for the higher rarities, and a lot of people, 5 versions, and a lot of people actually expected a reprint of this. We said maybe in the Rarity Collection 2, this card needed a reprint, maybe a QCSR.
I said it was either Rarity Collection or banned.
Exactly, and we got the latter. You know what I mean? So right now, I don't see this coming in the... Imagine Rarity Collection 2, Linkuriboh. Like, after... you imagine Konami does that, man? That'd be crazy.
That's so funny.
That would, but yeah, I mean, now this card, eventually it'll go down in price, obviously, as everyone that had these are going to be selling them. The sell pressure will push the price down, but then afterwards, I think this is a nice card to just have in your buying list bander. But look, this card was 16s, still 12s. I mean, that's crazy. That's a little bit too much in my opinion. But again, at least this version is the Shonen Jump. There will always be Shonen Jump collectors. But let's hear the meta angle of this, Saki. We honestly, you mentioned it, but not a lot of people had this in their radar.
So,
let's listen in.
I'll say this. First of all, very funny that Fenrir has been bought out after 3 ban lists. It happened 3 times where Fenrir ultis got bought out instantly after the ban list. This is the 3rd time. But as for Linkuriboh, now it is an actual hit to Snake Eye, because you have to remember how abusable Linkuriboh is, because it can link itself back into the graveyard. A lot of people are saying, oh, now they're just going to use Anima and this and that. Yeah. Well, first of all, you have people know how to play around Anima zones, because Anima is seeing a lot of play right now, right? So Anima is, you're going to make your 1 copy, right? Sure. But then when it leaves the field, guess what? You have to use another level 1 if you want to get one of your level 1s off the field.
Right.
Linkuriboh kept helping you abuse that, as well as Linkuriboh has an actual effect of, hey, you can negate an attack, right? Oh, you can dodge an Imperm or a Veiler, because you have to remember that Linkuriboh is a quick effect. So let's say you normal summon one of the level 1s, right, for Snake Eyes, and your opponent decides to activate Imperm. Well, you chain Linkuriboh in your graveyard, you dodge Imperm. Linkuriboh was too strong in that deck, and I told people that, right? Having any other level 1 like Anima, making that instead, trust me, it is nowhere close to as good as Linkuriboh. So a lot of people are saying, oh, the Linkuriboh ban does nothing. How have you only played against Snake Eyes, yet you still don't know what the fuck they do? I mean, like, that makes no sense to me.
You couldn't have said it any better. I mean, people always forget the graveyard effect. They're just focusing on the fact that you can bring 1 level, the requirement to bring Linkuriboh out is just 1 level 1 monster, but they forget the second effect, where you can play through Imperm and all those shenanigans. So, I mean, Konami obviously agreed with Saki as he was saying that. And right now, yeah, I mean, this one's retaining value. I would sell all my other versions. Maybe if you have this one, just slap it in the ban list binder, and Linkuriboh is not living to fight another day. Then we have Baron the
I
Fleur.
also want to say one funny thing. Isn't it crazy
me.
how we have a Karibo card on the banned list, but
Yo.
also it's not even on the banned list, it's banned.
Yeah, that's
just
insane.
maybe that's like a Yugi boomer moment, but I find that hilarious.
Right, a Link Karibo card on the ban list, man. Who would have thought? It's 2024, right, bro? That is crazy. That is crazy. Here we have Baron the Fleur. Honestly, Konami, I don't get it, man. They give us 7 different rarities of a card that only had like 2 or 3 prints. The demand was insane. Of course, the card in itself is broken. It has multiple effects. It's OP. We get it. We're not talking about that angle. It's just the fact that everyone needed it and they gave it to us like right before. It's like, kid, you give them a candy, like they're happy, but they wanted 2. You only give them 1. They want more, right? We wanted more. We got more, and now they took it away from us. It's like, man, as a kid, they give me a lollipop. They're not going to take it away from me. Come on now, that's my lollipop, my Baron. They banned it, man. A lot of people were investing into QCSRs, higher rarities. People were getting ready, excited for the new, post-ban list meta. No, I mean, I wasn't talking to, honestly, I didn't think they would just straight ban this card, even though you did mention, the path with Snake Eyes with actually playing this version where they made this pretty easily. But yeah, this card was what?
Yeah, this thing dropped in half.
Yeah, literally. Look, as we can see, this card was $42. Look, boom. Just barely holding on to 24s, and even that's a lot, honestly, for a card that
one just sold right now because it was 22.
Yeah, look, yeah, right there, literally. I mean, look at all this demand. I mean,
dude, that is just so damn funny to me.
I don't get, like, why would you? It just got banned, and you're buying it now? Like, how? I mean, these Billy Bobs are crazy. I don't understand,
bro. They were like,
I don't get it.
Man.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Look, 1 is not enough, man. I need a play set for the binder and 1 for myself, even though it's banned. You gotta love it. You just have to, man. I don't know.
I'm telling you this right now, though. Look, people are gonna hate me, but I think Baron should have been banned before.
I agree.
I hated how in the game we had all these different variety of decks, and then people would make Baron because like, oh well, can this go into Baron if I play this card like Jet Synchron, right? Oh, it could. Great, right? Like Excel can make Baron really easy, right? Having this all decks have this Omni-Negate is just really busted, and I really didn't like it. And again, with the variety we had in the game, but the same end board because everything used to end on a Baron before Snake Eyes. But I'm also thinking of pre-Agov as well.
Right.
Everything try to end on a Baron if possible, right?
You're right.
I was so sick and tired of seeing this card. And I'm not really the biggest fan of generic negates in the game. I'm really not. I'm going to say this also right now. Expect Apollosa to be on that ban list sooner because I'd rather play through a Baron, and I could play through Baron easily than an Apo, right? At the very least. But Apo's in rarity collection too, so guess what? You got till 2025, I'm gonna say, unless they give you a ban list in November and decide to axe it like 4 months in. But I mean, I'm telling you right now, if you really like this card, maybe just get 1.
Yeah. I mean, Saki makes a great point. I mean, I think this card is going to get the Baron treatment, where we're going to get it in the 25th rarity collection. Everyone's going to be excited, and then it's going to get banned, because it's just too broken. And a lot of people made strong investments, into the quarter century secrets, even penny stocks investments as well. And now it's a banned card. I mean, but you're right. I agree. The card was too broken. I mean, I understand if a deck in itself and its archetype can get to an Omni-Negate, then you can respect that. But when it's generic and you see every deck making it left and right, then of course, when it gets too OP, I mean, it gets tiring just facing an Omni-Negate every single game that you play, every duel. So I like this one. It makes sense. Honestly, I didn't expect it, but here it is. And honestly, I have a couple of these copies. I might keep, the PSRs and then sell the rest because now this thing is banned.
I didn't bother.
Yeah.
I never bothered. I think I took one of the normal secrets and I tossed it if I needed it somewhere, and that's it.
That's it. That was the smart move, because a lot of people invested into Baron. A lot of people
not for
also
Savage now. Now we're talking a little different.
You see, Boardload Savage Dragon. Again, a lot of people invested into this one as well. I mean, again, 7 new rarities we got in the rarity collection just a couple of months ago, and this one had the Starlight, guys. That's the real sad part. There was probably people out there like, ooh, I'm gonna sneak in and get a Starlight now because we got 7 different rarities, and now I'm gonna have the max rarity. And here it says 94s, and this is still $85. I mean, it is a Starlight. It'll retain its value, just how hard it is. But again, it's a banned card. now. You never know if we'll get
It
it in
ain't
the future.
retaining shit.
But
This is gonna drop even
exactly.
further.
I mean, me, if I would have this card, man, I would list it right there at 80 billies, you know, get the sell and live to fight another day. Because this card used to be, guys, if we see here, 250 bills, and now it's 84s. It's gonna be under 50s one day, you know, even if it's a star, like it's banned. I mean, you can't use it anymore. And yes, you do have the other rarities.
You know what's really
but,
awful, by the way, about this card?
You can't use it
Is
anymore. Yeah,
I thought about getting. So when Crystal Revenge came out, I actually loved Borrowed Savage. So I wanted to get one, right?
Yeah,
I was like, huh, 200. You know what? I'm gonna see if someone has in like a binder.
Right.
You know, try to get it for a little less. Maybe trade for it. Maybe trade some of it, some trade
Right.
some cash.
Right.
I want my own personal copy. Never ended up really getting it. However, when the quarter century came out for 25th,
Right.
I did end up, you know, getting a copy around 15, 16 bucks.
Okay.
However, I'm thinking to myself now, they rushed this out a little quicker than 10 months, didn't they? Why'd they rush this card out so fast? And now I think I have the answer.
Yeah, I mean, bam. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, most people were buying here, and honestly, based on the charts, before knowing it would get banned, I think it was a great time to buy if it wouldn't be on the list, obviously, because I think it would have retested the previous highs at 25s. But, you know, Banlist came. Now it's dumping down, crashing down into the dumpsters. And I think there's going to be sub 5 billies, honestly, as a QCSR from the Rarity Collection. And then just people that wanted to collect maybe every QCSR from the Rarity Collection and stuff, that's where the demand will be coming in. But other than that, I mean, obviously, competitively is banned. You know, we can't use this card anymore. And then we have Summon Limit, guys. I mean, I made the prediction on the channel that I expected both Summon Limit and Anti-Spell Fragrance to at least go to 1. Okay, Summon Limit actually got banned. Anti-Spell, as you guys probably already know by now, came down to 1, so we got 1 right. The other one, I mean, it was close to 1 banned. I mean, Konami has been going for floodgates lately. Previous ban list goes in match, Tikaboo and the Rivalry all to 1. That's why we predicted that Anti-Spell and Summon Limit would also go to 1. This one got banned. The card is just too broken. Konami likes to protect, you know, summoning. Cards that like Vanity's Emptiness, that restricts a special summoning, Max C, now Summon Limit.
Just use your 3 copies of Fenrir to bash just face down. That's all you have to do.
No, it's too broken. No, we don't need it in the meta. Fenrir is fine at 3. Summon Limit, a trap, you know, Floodgate, get it out here. But hey, you know what I mean? So yeah, this card, it was 25 billies last time we talked about it. And right now, single digits essentially.
Bro, Konami made Feather Duster and ulti, said, here you go.
Yeah.
Now you guys will run back row hate. And the player base was like, no, we're not running any back row hate. And then people were just like, all right, I guess we'll take care of it. I'll be honest with you here. I don't mind that this card is limited or, well, it's banned, obviously, right? I wouldn't care if this card got limited or banned as much if we just waited one more list to hit this card. You guys are probably thinking, why one more list? Because I loved flipping this on Popular Effect. That's why. It felt so good. And I'll be honest with you here, right? This was for Fire King, right? I mean, does it hurt Voiceless Voice? A little bit, maybe. Does it hurt Branded? I mean, yeah, it does, obviously, right? It does hurt a lot of decks, but at the same time, if we still have Shifter in the game, I think we could have Summon Limit.
Yeah, that's also
that's how
insane.
I always see it, right? At least for one more list.
Like you said.
That's at least how I see it. It's very odd that they banned Summon Limit of all floodgates.
Yeah,
but yo, skill drain at 3 though.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
you're right. Like, they went for the ban hammer. They didn't even leave it at 1. Honestly, I thought they would leave it at 1, and then people that played floodgates, they just play one of each or something. But honestly, this one, they were like, no, we just can't have this in the meta anymore. Even though, you know, the demand was coming in, the card was just too good. And we can see the QCSR single digits now. Honestly, this is another one. Just like Savage Dragon, I expect it to go down sub 5 billies.
These
you
were
know,
$28.
Yeah, look at it.
Like
look at
2 days ago.
Literally 30 bills getting sales. Look, I mean, I know if you look at that. Look at that, Saki. Look at all these sales. Look at 30s. Look at that, man. Just a couple of weeks ago.
It was about $20. My fault. I remember seeing this card 28 recently, so that's
look at
why.
this.
Okay.
Look at this, Saki. 3 last month. You know, look at that. 35
Bro, can't
bills.
even for the price of 1 no more. And that's if he sold it today.
That's insane, man.
That's why I told people.
It's crazy.
That's why I never died. I knew the card was gonna get hit, but like banned is insane.
It's just insane how the markets work sometimes. Here we have Arch Nemesis Protoss from Eternity Code. Insane the fact that this card is still a single print. It was 6 billies just the other day, and now under 24 hours later, boom, just spiking up going parabolic. The demand is insane. I mean, we're getting consistent
Bro, it was
sales.
at $50 selling.
Earlier?
It was
Yeah,
selling at 50.
Look at that. Look at that. We're going to go through the sales just to confirm the sales data. Look, boom, 50 correctly. Look,
oh
boom.
my gosh,
Look
is that
right
75 I see right down there?
75 Billies. You know Billy Bob. Look at that. Another one, Saki. Oh, man.
This is what I mean. Did you not want to get one copy just in case it came out?
Another one. Boom. There's 3.
Exit out of it. Exit out of it. No, I'm finished.
Look,
wow,
there's 4.
No.
There's 4. Look, where's the 5th man? No. I know I'm gonna find it. 5th dude, 5th Billy Bob. Nah, but yeah, you guys get the gist of it. $75 for a card that was $6 just the other day. I mean, the card is now 40s if we clean it up real quick. And then after the 7 mini war right here, triple digits, man. Insane what's going on with this card.
All I'm saying is y'all couldn't have one of these for the band binder. You had to wait till it came back to spend an electric bill or something on this. Well, not electric bill. Those are like 70, 80 usually. Right. The people who paid 75 for them basically paid an electric bill for it.
Billy Bob's, man. That's crazy.
But hey, no, that's what I mean. Like, if you think a card is busted that you can use on the ban list and it's banned, spend a few dollars to get the lowest rarity just so you have the card to play. Don't, like, this card is insane, though. I mean, here's what's really funny. I told people that, and either we're going to get the cards to fight fire before, or they're gonna hit the cards like they did with Tournament, right? We had cards that on the ban list that just banished from graves. So they're like, oh, that's how we're not gonna hit Tournament just yet. We're gonna give you guys, you know, the Macrocosmos to 3 Dimension, Prison, or whatever it's called, Dimension Fissure, I think it's called. It's the spell. All that, right? Instead of hitting the actual deck. I'm like, oh no, they're gonna give us some things to fight fire on. There's probably something there, and I forgot what card was, but I knew there was something. So when I saw Protoss, I'm like, great. So now we're banning floodgates to bring back even stronger floodgates into the game.
Yeah, Protoss is insane.
Oh yeah. Summon limit sucks because Snake Eyes died to it, but now everyone has to deal with Protoss, Colossus, right? Some of the other shit they brought back. Like, great. Now we have even stronger floodgates in the game.
Look at that. Neither player can special summon monsters with that attribute. It's just, I mean, when you have effects like that broken, it's insane that they would actually bring this back, if even to 1. But yeah, there it is.
Destroyed by card effects.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, on the top. Yeah, well, I mean, why not? You know, let's just add that in there. Why not? And then you have a 2500 beat stick with 3000 defense. Sure. I mean, sure. You know, easily special summon right there. I mean, I'm not even. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one at that. But yeah, that was the first card that we were talking about here of the limited list. Again, these cards were all either brought back to 1 or put to 1 on the ban list, as we can see here. So we're gonna go through Tidal, Thunder Dragon, Colossus, Saki's favorite card. He has a lot to say about that one today. We have Kieran, obviously. We mentioned that we expected this to come to 1 after the recent Mage Spectre support in the previous, you know, in Phantom Nightmare. And then we had Chicken Game, man. Honestly, this came out of left field. I want to hear your thoughts eventually. And then Anti-Spell Fragrance, which we mentioned.
Yo, can you go back to Twitter real quick? Yeah. Guys, don't ever use like Yugi Twitter, but I'm looking at some of these comments. It's like Link Kirbo, bro, why? Okay, you're uninformed. 10 out of 10 ban Nightmares, and then, oh yeah, the problematics of this format. Link Karibo and Borrowed Savage Dragon. So you're telling me you played this format and you didn't see how Link Karibo was busted?
Yeah, just like we reviewed earlier. It's insane. You know, I mean, some people, that's just the way they react. They're uninformed. But that's why we have Saki, guys. Like we said, you want to make sure that you swing by his channel.
No, it doesn't matter. No. It doesn't matter if you have Saki. People don't want to listen. Real talk though, bro. They'd rather sit there, right, and drink their diet soda, 300 pounds overweight, and try to tell me what I don't know.
Why not? Why not, man? I always have a blast, man, when I have you on here. We have Mage Spectre, Unicorn, Kieran, guys. Honestly, you see the curvature of this starting as Parabolic Advance. Smooth 37
Bro, this got bought out harder before it came off the list. I found that really funny.
That's what I was going to mention. That honestly, I mean, there's still 5 billies. That's cheap. I mean, people just need 1. We get it. But the card coming back is wild, is broken. I mean, it is starting to move up a little bit based on demand. But at the same time, honestly, I thought this rare would be double digits. From Dimension of Chaos, First Ed, OG, I would expect 10 billies, honestly, at least in the short term. But here we are at 5s. The supply is here. A lot of people were probably ahead, you know, thinking ahead on this.
Go on the next page. And, let me show you something.
You mean page 2?
So, yeah, there was a wall for like 60 or 70 something.
Let's see. That's 20 right there.
Next page.
Yeah, let's double check here. 71 right
there
here.
it is,
Phantasm Gaming. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, yeah, no one's gonna crack that wall. It's staying there.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So I
three
was like,
pages
yep.
down the road. So I mean, yeah, it's weird. I mean, I expected at least the initial hype to push it up there, but here we have the supply. People just getting their copy, and that's it. And not a lot of people playing Mage Spectres anyway. So I mean, we expected this exactly the one. Saki said it in one of his videos, and I did as well. So not too much to talk about.
I will say this though.
One. Yeah,
I am happy that someone put up a wall because paying $7 for a rare does suck. But at least it's not like Substitute where people were paying 30.
Right, for real. Yeah.
Speaking of Yugi, you know they were congratulating well this is a different topic, but they were congratulating Substitute getting a reprint because of the light destruction boxes.
Right.
And I'm like, y'all realize you're still going to be paying $10 to $15 for a rare, right? And the rare doesn't even look as good as the other rare.
Right.
Like that doesn't feel good. Would you rather have a super and spend less?
Yeah,
like what?
I don't know why Konami doesn't give us a reprint of this, like a
holographic
holographic print. Like, you know,
they
like
were saying
in the
collectors
OTS
in
or
shambles, bro. They were saying collectors in shambles.
Right.
I'm like,
I get it. The people, the OGs, the collectors, maybe, oh, this is the single print. You know, I want this version, yada, yada, yada. Come on now. Just give us a super in OTS Pack 25, you know, so we can slap it in our Frog decks and Edison, and everyone's happy. The collectors keep the old version. You know, be happy, be good. It'll still retain value, you know, for the long term. But
the worst part is it went back up to $30. It went down to like 20.
Yeah. Now they're back up 10.
Well, now they're back up to 30. I'm like, great.
Yeah. It's that card has no business being up there, but oh well. Here we have Thunder Dragon Colossus, a card that still only has 3 prints. Saki owned 40 of the Ultras, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Not 40, but I own quite a bit.
30, 20, multiple RO9s, guys. And then he had a couple of secrets, and then you have the ultis. Just real quick, let me just skim through so that then I can ask Saki what does he think the impact will be of this card coming back to the meta. Look, we went from 44s to 83s. That's doubling up, you know, in just a couple of hours ago.
It went to 125.
Of course, earlier. Yeah. But here still, you know, holding to 80s here, as we can see, just like Saki said, we can see sales, triple digits right there. What else? Where else? Give us another one. Where's the Billy Bobs? Look, 95s here, right here. Look, look at, a play set, man. I'm sorry, Saki. That's 145 Billy owns, man. A pop. Man, someone paid what, 300? I'm bad at math. That's like four something.
Dude, that's about 450.
Yeah, like 4. I'm bad at
He could have paid $200 less.
Man.
If he just decided to wait 3 damn hours.
Man, literally. Look, another victim here.
Or
another
you could actually be smarter. You could have bought this card beforehand.
Oh,
and
my
by the way,
goodness.
I really hate when people are going to look at Ulti Colossus and be like, man, this is why the game is so expensive. It's like, first of all, there's cheaper versions.
Right.
Number one. Number two, you really needed the max rarity version, right?
Right.
This card's been banned for what, 3 years?
Yeah,
maybe
it
4?
is. It's been like so many years. It's insane.
I feel like it's been all 3 to 4, one of the two, right?
Yeah, it's
or
been
somewhere
a lot.
in between.
Yeah,
if you wanted the ulti, you could have saved $1 from your paycheck. Just $1, not 5, not 2, $1, right?
Yeah, it's insane, but it's crazy to see.
You would have, and let's say you get paid every 2 weeks, right?
Right.
You would have had enough for more than one ulti Thunder Dragon Colossus.
Right. I mean, easy peasy. And now someone came in, Billy Bob's buying this playset, insane for the ultimate rare right now, back down to 80s. So that
you could have also got an Ultra for $3, so you could be like, oh, if this card comes back, I have a cheap version to play with, right?
Right, just to at least get some exposure. Look at the secret rares, going from single digis to double digis, insane. A $20 card.
I honestly think $20 is perfectly fair. I think that's very fair for that card.
Right there, if we clean it up a little bit, 38 listings, 4 pages only. You do have a couple of play sets here and there, but again, it just came back to one. We do see consistent sales at these current prices right now. Like Saki said, it seems a fair price post Banlist. I mean, you know, it would have been good to have some exposure, but from 9 to 18s, that's a 2x 100% increase right there, as we can clearly see. So that's what's going on with the secret. And then the ultras, man, this card went from 350s, currently at 7s, but it probably was at the double digit range.
It was $18.
There we go. Wow, it was this current secret price. Insane. 6 pages down here, 53 listings. Let's hear your quick story on this ultra rare, Saki. Let's hear it.
So here's the thing, right? Because I know a few people are gonna be like, bro, did you scalp these Thunder Dragon Colossuses? What happened, right? Here's what happened. I would get between 1 and 2 copies. Like sometimes I'd find it in someone's holo book that they gave me, or I would just like, you know, buy or trade for one, right? And then I would just toss it somewhere, right?
Right.
And I would just do it for like a while, but then I stopped doing it because I'm like, dude, I had like 25 or something.
That's crazy.
And then I'm like, okay. And then it just came back. I actually looked at it. I literally thought, I'm like, oh, I probably have 10 of these, right? Oh, cool, right? Bro, I looked at how much I actually had. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's always.
I didn't. I thought I only had. I knew I had 4 ultis and a playset of secrets, right? So that if the ultis go too high, I'd rather, because like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would rather play the ulti, and I like the ulti.
Right.
But let's say the ulti instead of 80 was 200. I don't know if I like an OTS ulti at $200. Right.
That's that's a lot. That's
and a lot
lot
of people are gonna say like, well, what do you mean you don't like it at 200? You said you want it for yourself.
Right.
Yes, I want it for myself. But when cards hit a ridiculous price, and I look at it and I'm like, I can use that money in life and make it spend way more, and I can play a nice looking secret. I'd rather have that. You guys have to remember, if people have like children, you could put that towards a college fund, right? Oh, it's a little something for me, but if I think it's more than a little something eventually for me, then I'm gonna make it, plus I'm putting it back in the economy so that maybe it'll put down the price.
I love
you know what I mean?
I love it.
That's how I see it.
I love the mentality and the mindset. Like Saki correctly said, I mean, if you have a card that it's all about entry price. If you get in at a great entry price and then you 3, 4, 5x, multiple 10x, I mean, take profits. It's okay. If there's a great alternative REAP holographic print, why not take that alternative profit? And then, like he said, it'll probably go down in the future where you can pick it back up even with the money that you profited from. You know what I mean? So I love it. I love that strategy, and I would do the same, just like he mentioned. Just quickly, we do see Thunder Dragon Titan making moves here. Again, 7, 9 billies, eventually double digits, 2 pages, 16 listings. Then we also have Thunder Dragon Roar. Used to be 2.5, 2, 3 billies. Boom, $8 as well. So all of these cards are on their way. Beautiful prismatic secrets here towards double digits. And then we have Dragon Dark. Again, from the 2019 tins, the prismatic secrets, 4 to 5 billies. Boom, 4x, clean right there. 19 listings at 21.22s. 2 pages only. Insane what's going on with the Thunder cards. I mean, now people, again, they can slide this in as a mini engine, and now your end board has a draw and lock bird that people can't get rid of if you're going first. So insane that Konami would actually unlock this dude, even if at one. Of course, there's outs, there's ways, there's this, there's that. But at the same time, if things go right, it'll be just extra hard to get over a board like that. Then we have Tidal Dragon, Ruler of Waterfalls, guys. This card
went nowhere.
Yeah. It's still 6 billy. Still 6 billy.
Actually, it went down.
Listings. Yeah.
This was more pre-ban.
Yeah, it was probably double digits just off hype alone. But look, 5 pages already. And no, it didn't even reach double. Billy Bob has to come in. Come on, give me one.
Okay.
Give me one.
It was gonna be 1.
Yeah,
but
give me that
but
one.
most of them were selling at like 9.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, look at that, like that 980.
Look at that, man. Come on, give me that double digit. What's going on, Saki? There we go. 1 Billy Bob, an LP at 14. Let's go,
Bro,
man.
you want to scroll up and find an earmint for cheaper?
No, we don't got time for that. Look, LP again, man. Not just one. You look at that, $19. Why not? LP. Look, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. We need to leave that there. Right there, man, Saki. I'm having too much fun. But this card, we predicted it, guys. It was too easy. Saki has the binoculars. I have my glasses on. He does as well. And I have a crystal ball. We saw this coming. They were unlocking all the other ones, Redox and Blaster and all the other ones. This one was the last one, I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. And it's here. Now we have, I think all of them, if not most, unbanned at 1 and limited at 1. And, Dragon Rulers, I love the artwork. There's also the rares, which probably spiking up a little bit. But, yeah, this one's not making too much moves. But still, honestly, I like it. I like it at 1. And I'm going to still get my copy. It's nice to see that it's still cheap. I should have had it before, but oh well. Then we have Chicken Game. Chicken Game. It's insane, the fact that this, first of all, is a common from Clash of Rebellion. Second of all, it never got reprinted. And third of all, I didn't see this one coming. I mean, this is a field spell with broken card effects. I can't wait to listen in on Saki's opinion. A card that was, what, a billy, maybe 2 at most. Here we have the Walls of China coming in at 5. So that's a 2.5x increase. In just a couple of hours. Again, 30 listings here, 3 pages only, and a bunch of walls at 5. So 5 is the Walls of China right here for this card. Love the artwork, though. Haven't seen this card in years. I don't even know what it does. I need Saki to come in and teach me.
All right.
Chicken Game.
So
Let's hear it.
So this was used in FTKs, and it was really funny because I did not play Yu-Gi-Oh during this format.
Interesting.
But I just remember a lot of people were quitting right when we got Zoo announced. Zoo in the game, and then Chicken Game. I just remember, no, literally, it was so funny because I kept up with some of my local community, right? And a lot of people who left, it was for different reasons. So one of them was because of this when it was at 3 with the FTKs. Right. Now I've been told by my community that with 1 you can't really FTK, and it's like,
Okay.
we also have terraforming at 1, all that.
Right.
I don't know the application of this card fully, and I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie to you guys.
Right.
But if all this is an FTK card, and the FTKs were good back then.
Right.
Wow, I'm not happy to have it back.
Right. I mean, it's insane. It was banned.
Like
for
you want to
years.
make you want to clear stuff off the list. Where the hell is my wind up carrier?
No. I mean, other than Saki's wind up, where's my masterpiece? Where's Diagram Tattoo? What's going on, Konami? You still, I mean, come on. In 2024, when we have Snake Eyes, we have Colossus back again. You're telling me you can't give us a second diagram or give me half a masterpiece? At this point, I'll take half. I'll just cut the card in half and I'll play with that. You know what I mean? Come on now, Konami. But yeah, this is a $5 card. It's not bad, honestly. If you need your one of, pay $5. Yeah, it might go a little bit down. It might respike back up, but $5 is not that bad for your one of, and you get access to this broken field spell. And then the last one that got limited, the last card was Anti-Spell Fragrance. Like we were talking earlier, we expected this, honestly. You can go check our videos back. We said this to one. Again, just the logic that they're Konami in the past list, and now this one, they're going hard on Floodgates at the bare minimum, the one for most of them. And yeah, I mean, the CR is getting destroyed here. Used to be, what, 42s down to 20, to 23s. I mean, that's essentially almost half off, 50% discount. 5 pages, 44 listings. Honestly, if it's a one of, not bad. You know, if you can get this for 20s or sub 20s, just to get at least your one of, is not bad.
Nah, it's pretty bad.
No.
Don't play with the CRs.
No, okay. I know what you mean. You mean like the CRs, like if you have them and stuff, like how they look and stuff like that, it might not be that good, maybe? That's what you're trying to say?
So here's how I see it.
Okay.
I want to let you finish talking real quick. So,
okay.
CRs, could this card come off the list? Probably, but not for like a while.
Okay.
The CRs aren't going to be worth much, but for older formats, people are probably going to want the game promos anyway.
Yeah.
Let's look at the game promos real quick.
Yeah, I was going to get to it in the sense of, max rarity, but this one is actually more beautiful, and it's a one that I would personally pick, but I do know that the masses, usually they're going to go for the CRs because they see CRs as a higher rarity when compared to the other ones. But yeah, in that sense, I would have to agree with you. Let's clean this up.
Yeah.
Janitor
if
style
people are
right there.
smart, the older players are going to get the game promos.
Yes, correct.
That's the thing. I think that can I see what lightly play's going for?
Let's see. Let's check it out here real quick. Boom. Yeah. I would just get the
same shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the thing is with these ones, I had one, and these are hard to find near mint. Like a lot of these are like scratch, and they're just old. This card is not, it's hard to find it in a mint condition. So you'll probably order a near mint. You'll probably get an LP. Just keep that in mind. Of course, there's actual near mints out there, but yeah, this is the version that I would go with. The OGs, like Saki correctly stated, would probably go with this one. But again, there's a lot of people that really appreciate, technical max rarity CRs and things of that nature. So if you're one of those guys, 20 billies, sub 20s, not bad. I would personally go with this one, just like Saki said. And you do have the DTs around 6, 7s. You have champion pack rares, and then you have holographics. So now you just need one. Make sure you pick your choosing at limited. Make sure you keep that one in mind. Let me just move this right here, guys. So again, halftime show, guys. We just came out. I know Saki needs to read this for 5 minutes. Whenever you're free, Saki, make sure you check, our 5-minute read investment guide, guys. You can click the link in the description down below right here. Boom, one click gets you in. It's free. Just come over here, and it's all about investing. Just like Saki said, you want to get an early entry price is important, and things of that nature we discuss over here. So make sure you check. Keep that in mind. Then obviously we have the channel. Subscribe, destroy the like and subscribe button. We have a giveaway. Shout out to Andrew, at 4.5K right here. We have some staples. We have Imperm didn't get banned. Unicorn is still here. We have Ashes and much more. And then we'll also be giving, a booster pack with some cards as well for our members, guys. So one member is going to be a lucky winner. Make sure you destroy the like and subscribe button. One click gets you in, man. Come on now. Support the channel. We also have the whatnot, 15 billies off. Make sure you come and get, a treat. Maybe you need a card that got off the list. Come over here, search it up. You get $15 off as well. And don't forget about Saki. In the halftime show, we have to mention it. As he's been talking here today about the ban list, he just released back-to-back videos. Go check that out. By the time you see this, it's probably yesterday, but go check it out. Just great information over here. Subscribe, ring that bell. Look, he has cards, like 5 cards to have in your trade binder. Amazing series. I always love those.
The first card of that episode already got bought out, by the way.
Look at, you see You see, man, the value. Come on now, get yourself over there. Link in the description down below. Make sure you guys take advantage of that. All right, so here we have the semi-limited, just 2 cards. We have Armageddon Knight and Purely or Purelli, you know, man, delicious memory. So we're gonna check out those 2 cards right now. Look, ironically, this card only has 7 prints. It's crazy that we don't have a secret rare, you know, just a higher rarities. We have what, 1, 2, 3 supers, then we have a couple of commons, and we have the rares. Honestly, I have a playset of the rares from Turbo Pack Booster Pack 1 here, and this one, yeah, cleaned out. You have a couple of listings here, but yeah, I mean, they're Turbo Pack. Even the rares, especially if now, you know, it's at 2, they're moving up in price, so I need to list mine to see if I can sell this at double digits. But don't forget, we have other rarities for this one. What do you think about Armageddon Knight coming back to 2? We have Penny Stonk, still cheap, really not moving much. What do you think about this?
I mean, what's it gonna do? Nothing. Like, let's be real. Even Konami's, because this is a good card. Don't get me wrong, but it's not gonna do anything. We all know it's not gonna do anything. It's funny how it's at 2 right now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Also at 2 at Edison.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's funny how you got that connection.
Yes, but why is it at 2 and not at 3? Why then? If
I just want to see what the OG Phantom Nightmare ones are going for.
Okay, yeah, let's check them out. Yeah. But why? Why you think
Konami
it came
should have
to 2?
gave this a secret.
Let us know why. Why is it to 2 and not at 3? Why do you think so?
I think Konami still thinks this is a good card, which it is. It's just, it's not good right now. Oh man, $40.
Yeah, 7 listings, single digit
Can I
listings.
see them live plays?
Yeah, of course. I got you. Boom. Light played. Yeah. The man is crazy for the super rare max rare.
Now look at the sales.
Look at that. It was 15 billies. 15 billies. You had. Ooh, man. Yeah.
I mean, I guess people had faith.
Yo. That's crazy. Yeah, the sales were here. A couple of sales already at 40s.
Heck, I think you could play this right now.
Yeah, send one dart.
Maybe Orcus, but probably not even, because here's the thing. My friend played Orcus. I don't know if it was the ideal build or not, but it was like Bestial Horus Orcus, right?
Right.
And he played, for some reason, he played all 10 rounds at the regional.
Okay.
But then his XP round was round 7.
Okay.
Which is like, okay, I mean, it's Snake Eyes. I didn't expect you to get to round 5, much less 7. Good job, right?
Yeah, of course.
And he played, I think, the 1 copy you were allowed. I don't know if it was because he thought it was like hidden spice. I don't know if there were better cards and he just didn't have them.
Right.
I gotta ask him why.
Right.
But like, even then, it's like, now you just replace this card with Harpour, I'm pretty sure. So like, I don't know what card you use this in.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, it's back at 2 is not really impactful. I don't believe so. But yeah, these are cheap. You have penny stonks here at Underbelly. Honestly, I would just get my 2 copies. I already have these because of Edison. But if you don't have this card, it never hurts. You never know what that comes out, when new support comes out. All of a sudden, I mean, the fact that it was touched on this list, maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign of things to come. It's always good to just have some exposure. Then we have Delicious Memory here. I mean, this card is still free. Obviously, it's a rare from Amazing Defenders. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about this rare, honestly. Look, 200 listings. What do you have to say for this one, Saki?
I mean, nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, let's move on. We have Malicious. Now, this one I want to talk about, guys. I can't believe that this card, where is it? Let's see. Malicious. Back to 3. Unlimited Destiny Hero Malicious. We also have Harpour, Orcus Harpour. We have Speedroid Terratop. I actually talked about that as a possibility. You know, I predicted that one, and also Engage. We said that Sky Striker support around the corner. Literally told you guys that Engage, I expected this to be unlocked, and here we are. So let's start with Malicious, guys. You have a multitude of copies and rarities that you can choose from here. Holographic, commons, all over the place, you name it. But yeah, let's just touch base with, let's see, this is the max rarity, I think so. Max rarity, technical max rarity, the secrets here. Let's clean this up, janitor style, cleaned out. Mr. Clean is here, wiping this card out, as we can see. Boom, right there. 55 bills, 78s, 80s, essentially, triple digits, gone. 5 listings, 1 page. Look, let's check the sales data. Look, 50 bill, gone. 35s, 25, 40s, right there. What else? So we have sales left and right for the secret rare. Honestly, this version is very, very pretty. What do you think about Malicious and this raw yellow mega pack secret rare getting cleaned out once it's at 3 unlimited right now?
This card didn't need to go to 3. This was like the poster boy of why the semi-limited list should exist.
That's true. That's true. This card should always just stay at 2. You're right. I agree.
I feel like at 3 this shouldn't have happened, but
yeah, I mean, it's Malicious. It's a card that has always been good in past formats. Now at 3s in current format, that's insane. The fact that we have this unlimited. It was on the ban list for years and years and years. And now
it can make Beatrice.
There, oh my goodness, man. Konami. Why? Look at that. Level 6. Where's Beatrice down here? It's probably, look at that. You see? They even suggested, nah, not the gold rare, guys. Chill out. You know, this one. I'll take this one. I'll take gold secrets. You know, I like these. But yeah, Beatrice now, 4 billies. We talked about this one the other day. It's 5s quickly, 3 pages only, 28 listings. A lot of high expectations, you know, for malicious to impact, you know, the meta in one way or another. Is at 3s now. Again, and look, if you see this one, guys, look, I showed this to Saki and I got the best reaction. The reaction that you're going to get right now, once again. Battles of Legend Chapter 1 Ultra Rares were what? Yeah, this was $1.93, you know, $1 billion, some change. A throw-in, you know, and once you buy a couple of cards, and look at this, 15 bills, man, for this card. Insane what's going on. Stupid. Look at that. 12 listings.
No. This is like so stupid. This makes no sense to me whatsoever on how dumb this is. Look at it. Why do you have that? No. Go view all versions. I want to show y'all something real quick.
Look at it, man. Look at it. Wait, where is it? Boom. Here.
Okay.
Yes.
You've got supers. You've got Legendary Hero Deck Ultras. You've got the DTs. You got the Dark Legend Supers for cheaper. You literally can. What is with that Ultra doesn't even look good.
This is the one we want, Saki. This one. Got this for $1 billion. Look at that. You're telling me I'm gonna come after this video, I'm gonna list it, man. Look at that. And it keeps going. This is 1s and 2s. If you want part of an R9, 16s. After that, 18s, 20 for an ultra rare where we have a bunch of other supers and ultras and holographics, but this specific version is up here getting cleaned out. You can't make this stuff up. I don't know. I mean, these Billy Bobs, they're taking it too far. Honestly, man. I don't know what's going on. But me, I mean, the silver, just checking it out real quick. This one used to be 57 cents. Your boy came in. Let me see. I think this is, 8 right here. I like it. I mean, you still have a couple of 1-ofs. The R09s are already at 345s. But after that, quickly goes to 4s and beyond. 3 pages only, 23 listings. Me, I would come in and get this one. Yes, it's silver. Maybe some people don't really like them. There's that and the other. But right now, getting access to a holographic version is not bad, especially at 2 to 3 billies. Your boy has this. You know, I'm going to still hold on. At least, you know, the 5 billy mark. We'll see. But hey, Saki, they're gone, man. They're gone after this video. Your boy can get double digits for $1 billion. Let's go. Let's get it, man. I'm excited. What do you think about Orcus Harp Horror, a card that a lot of people invested into in the previous banners? You're like, Jay, is coming off the list at least to 1. We said it as well, Saki as well. We saw that one coming. Now this one, I didn't think it would get unlocked to 3, you know, and like this next ban list right away.
It didn't do anything.
It didn't do much. Look, this card was $1 billion 50. It did spike up, you know, to 5.
This card had so long to do. Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
They could have released this card where they could have done something.
Right.
And believe it or not, even in tier format, they could have released this card, but they didn't want to make Ishizu what's called like Orcus, which I think would have worked. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't, anything that had that could put cards in Grave and Mill and get like crazy pluses, they didn't want to mess with, right?
Right.
My problem is with Orcus is it's way too late that they brought this card to 1, and it's too late to even bring it to 3.
Right.
As well as the deck now needs results. If the deck couldn't get anything with 1 Harp Horror, it's not gonna get. And if it doesn't get anything for 3, deck's wash.
Yeah, I mean that's a great point. I think they unlocked. They put this card to 1 to test the waters. You know, you saw some regional tops with some Orcus decks that use the Orcus engine. With other engines, a mix of engines, and some got slight tops here and there, but it really didn't do much. So they were like, you know what? Now we can unlock this to 3. A lot of people invested into this card, and yeah, 5 billies. That's what? That's like a 3, maybe a 3x. Yeah, from the Billy 40s, Billy 50s the other day, about a month ago. That's not bad. It's not a bad return, but at the same time, it's not like double digits. It's not something crazy. It is a super rare. I think max rarity from OTS Tournament Pack 11. So I think this is the right price. It's the right price. People need play sets, but it's not doing much. People don't expect this to do much, and we don't either. So we'll see how it pans out down the line. Now we have Speedroid Terra Top, guys. This is a card that we were just talking about. I think it was in my earlier video today. I was talking, and then videos, last week talking about the ban list. We said this is coming to 3. We saw it. We just saw it coming. Previous ban list to 2. We expected this to 3. You're just unloading this card back into the markets. And yeah, you do only 5 prints for this card. You do have commons here at quarters. No one really cares. You have another common at 69 cents. Why would I buy that one? Just go for this one. And then you have a star foil, Saki's favorite rarity. And then we have, supers and OTs and some from 62s. Man, the triple digits. I think Francisco, a member of the channel, if I'm not mistaken, he's like, Jay, I'm ready, man. I got my OTs, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey. Look, he's eating good tonight. Look at that. 12 listings here, 2 pages, triple digi mark for a card that was 62s just the other day. And before that, it was 33s. Like the first time we talked about this card, We said, guys, make sure you keep this in your radar as an ultimate rare, and now it's up 3x right now, and that's just a couple right here. After that, you know,
I just say it's actually
really
really funny because this deck could have used Baron. Now that Speed Force jumped at 3.
It's funny how it works,
right? Because they did not have one list together. But I mean, to be fair,
yes,
I don't know. I feel like if this card was at 2 doing nothing, I mean,
exactly. Yeah, it came back down to 2. Now you have an extra copy. Yes, it helps with the consistency, but at the same time, I mean, look, we cleaned this up here real quick. Supers, they haven't moved much. These were the same price. I mean, before the ban list, you do have only 11 listings, 2 pages, so the demand is certainly coming in. We can't say no, but not to the point where this is not even double digits yet. I thought post ban list, getting unlocked to 3, this would at least be double digits, but we'll see. Ban list just came out. We'll see how things pan out in the next couple of days, especially YCS in North Carolina and Raleigh. I think that event will be major just to see how the ban list changes will directly impact the meta. You know, I think after that event, a lot of things are going to pan out.
75% showing. The other 25%, it's a little bit of branded, a little bit of voice.
Right, yeah, Snake Eyes tier 0. I mean, what a surprise. What a surprise, right? We have Engage. Beautiful card here. Neo Space Engage. What in the world? But guys, here we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies only for this card. I mean, it's already making moves in the markets. The Battles of Legends still around 3s. The OGs, we're going to check that here real quick and then go into the alternate arts. And then we'll go into the QCSR as well. Let's start with the OG. From Dark Saviors here, you see this card was what? 7 Billy single digi spiking up in price here. Those are the unlivs. Let's put just clean this up real quick. First, that's single digi listings here. $18 card. You have a mini wall here of 6, but then eventually it's 20s, 2s right there, and then 25s, then 30s, then gone. 1 page only.
As you can see, you skipped the one that was my store, by the way.
Hey, guys, look. If you're buying this card, just skip these. Be Billy Bob, guys, and just skip these listings, you know, and buy this one down here. Look, 100%, 10,000 sales. Look. You don't need to buy. Look, don't buy the 800 sales. This guy hasn't even reached 10,000. This guy doesn't even have 100%. This guy has too little sales. This guy, man, he just got started. And then you get to the real dude, okay? 10,000 sales with a 100% right there. Make sure you buy this card. Look, beautiful playset. But like, hey, OG. Beautiful card. We expected this to come, you know, to 3. We said Sky Strikers are getting support, so it's easy. You think Konami's gonna give new support and not, you know, impact this card in one way or another? I mean,
you know, we're also gonna get some type of Sky Striker card in 25th. I'm telling you that right now.
That's so true. That's a good one, man. Imagine they put like all the extra deck cards and Ray and like Rose and all of them. That'd be nice. That'd be nice because Konami loves Sky Strikers. As we can see, you know, the deck at 2, it wasn't really doing much, so now they have their full play set plus the new support coming out. Let's see how this card, you know, moves in the future. But we have the alternate arts. This is a card that I talked about endlessly on the channel. This is a beautiful card from Monsters Revenge. Look, card was 3 billies and a half and some change. Look at that. Now we have what? A 1-of, but really it's pushing almost double digits here. 4 pages only, 36 listings. So that's essentially almost a 3x here. Look, people coming in, they're already buying this at double digits. Look, they're like, what, 11s? Look at that. 20s? Why not, Saki? 20s? I'm good, man. I don't need to pay no single digits.
Why not? Because there's better things to spend your money on. Like, no. I don't know, crack?
Look at that. Your boy has a beautiful R09.
Please don't buy crack.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, please, okay? But look at that. Beautiful R09, as we can see, that we've been talking about this card forever. I mean, I said I love the rarity. It just looks beautiful. Just get some exposure, guys. With the R09, you know, I went over here and followed my own strategy. I got some exposure, and this card is pumping up in price, as we can see here. And what do you think about Engage? What do you think about Engage, Saki, coming back, getting unlocked on the ban list?
See, it's so hard for me to be excited because I just know that the deck has just like, it's not good enough anymore, but I want to play it still.
Right.
I still am going to try it again this format because look, the problem is, and I just hate these cards in general. I could deal with Snake Eyes, right? I really could, right? I think when it comes to tier 0 decks, it's like probably my favorite tier 0 deck.
Okay.
Just because when I play against it, yeah, it has too much, but it's a tier 0 deck for a reason, right?
Right.
You know, playing against tier, not playing tier hurts way more. Back during tier limit format, you know, Zodiac was just awful, right? You know, we've had our awful tier 0 formats.
Spirals, you know.
But right now, you know, the problem with Striker is that Bestials are really popular, and when you get your Ray banished, I mean, and you have to remember, they could keep banishing your Ray. It's not them banishing one copy of Ray. It's them being able to banish all 3 copies of Ray, right? And then you have to use the resources to get another copy of Ray. Like, let's say, you know, because here's the thing, if you have one Ray in graveyard, you don't really care about getting a second one, except for in your hand or like searching drones or something, right? It doesn't really matter too much, right? But the fact that you'll have 2 Rays banished, and then you have to be careful with your third one because that one's gonna get banished the second it hits the graveyard, it sucks, right? And obviously there's cards like also like Shifter, stuff like that. That's a big problem. But with, you know, the Mystials running out, it hurts, right? I'm also playing Voiceless Voice. I'm running into the same problem.
That's right.
We also look at Wanted, by the way, real quick after this.
Yes, we'll take a look at these couple of cards right here. Let me see. Yeah, because I'm gonna make a market watch talking about all these cards that people look at that 40 bills. Already, this is going back to triple digits, man. 4 pages only. There was panic in the markets, man. Banlist fears this card skipped it. And yeah, Saki's he's gonna eat good. You know, he's gonna eat good tonight because he got how many of these, Saki? How many? Let us know. Let us in.
I just got a few. Nothing much.
A few. You see? That's all you need. A few. Multiples, guys. As we can see, this card is 70 billies. A lot of people thought this card would get hit like it did in the OCG, but obviously they didn't. You do see the clear curvature. I expect the price to come back here, you know, at this part of the chart into the triple digi range sooner rather than later because, you know, it's still full power, essentially. So, that's what we expect for that. Again, we were talking about Engage, just the QCSR. It was 140 billies, just spiking up to, man, 370s. Single digi listings, 1 page only. You do have a couple of play sets here, but people don't play around with Sky Strikers. There's a lot of people that really enjoy the deck archetype. You know, OGs, they're like, oh, wow, we got Sky Strikers back, Engage to 3. So the hype alone, you know, most likely we'll put this card at 4 hundos and then eventually 5s. It's just extremely hard to get. As a QCSR, it looks beautiful, and it's up, man, at least 2x. Insane. Look at that. Look at the sales data. People coming in paying 4 hundos already. Man, as you can clearly see, insane what's going on with this card. And lastly, here we have Dimension Shifter. Like Saki correctly stated, if this card is still around, we could have had other cards as well. I mean, a lot of people expected, even myself. I said Shifter is, you know, it's just a broken card. I wouldn't be surprised if it does get hit. But look, here we have the QCSRs. There were 23s, a lot of panic and fears, you know, in the markets. And look, this card is bumping back up to 30s, you know, pushing the mid 30s right there. 2 pages only, 20 listings. As you can see, the demand is coming in. So lastly, Saki, let's hear, what do you finally have to say about such a broken card in the meta like Dimension Shifter?
I think Edison has never looked better.
You kept it simple, man. Edison has never looked better.
Edison is a very fun.
Yes.
You know, there's also Meadowlands now.
Yes.
That's awesome, right?
Yes. I like it.
Yep.
I like it, man. We need to play JD. We need to play Blackwings. We need to play all the Edison, you know, beautiful deck archetypes. I have to agree with Saki. Guys, you guys want to make sure, swing by. Link in the description down below. We're in, what, almost an hour? I love these market watches. So much value displayed in market watches like these where we collab. Saki has his own channel. Look, he's on his way on the road to 5K. Get yourself over there. There's no way, you know, you have to be living under a rock. If you look at that, 2K bangers all the time, multiple Ks here, just so much value. Deck profiles, look, 5 cards to have in your trade binder, just diversified content, market watch content that you guys want to have access to. Make sure, please, that you swing by. Any last thoughts, Saki, before we get out of here?
Bro, me being at like 5, like, I don't know, it'll feel weird being at like 5K subs, but like the goal is 5.5 to 6K for for the year.
Yes.
We're in April, so we have about 8 months roughly. Yeah, about 8 months roughly, eight and a half to go to get, you know, at least 700, well, 690 more. If you guys could sub and you guys love market watches, come over to my channel.
Yes.
You know, I know some people, you know, they prefer either me or Fresh, but it's always good to tune in once in a while. Maybe we teach you something you don't know. Maybe you end up liking the content again. So, you know, come along for the ride, and that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, come on now, guys. Just one sub, ring that bell. It really does help Saki out. It helps myself out when you sub to my channel as well. We're here to provide that value. You know, just like you saw here today. You know, we gave our thoughts, and hopefully you guys find value in that. Guys, don't forget, take advantage of this. Link in the description down below. 5-minute read. Go get yourself this so that you can take advantage of banlist situations, of card spiking and dumping. Make sure you go get and grab your copy right now. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Saki, stay fresh.